personal trainer Lisa Lynn is back, and she's answering your questions. Lisa, we're going to take a look at the first one, someone who talks about this issue of lactose intolerance, which a lot of people suffer from.
Yes, they do.
So the question talks about, I'm lactose intolerant, this person says, but I can tolerate sodium caseinate in my protein shakes. I don't have celiac disease, but I do have a gluten sensitivity. What's the best combination of food to eat and when, given my food sensitivities? A lot of people have lots of different food sensitivities and allergies, and this is a question that they have.
This is a really good question, and the answer is keep it simple. The first thing is almost everybody has that allergic reaction to sodium caseinate. Or
what is that?
It's just milk product.
Oh, okay.
It's just a
sodium
dairy
being
product.
Salt, caseinate being something dairy.
Sorry,
right?
and I said sodium, but the caseinate and all that is just dairy products.
Okay.
And most of us are weaned off milk when we're little. We really shouldn't have much after that. So the answer is keep it really simple. If you're going to get a protein shake, keep it really clean, and a really good high quality whey shake does not have that in it.
I want to talk about this issue of the word clean real quick, because it's a buzzword. A lot of people are saying it, and it's a good word. What does it mean?
Clean just means if you're going to go get a protein shake and it's supposed to be protein, it should be protein and not loaded with sugar and carbs. If you want to think about it that way, those are the best for weight loss. Clean is as simple to its natural state as you possibly could get it. So no add-ins, no soy, there shouldn't be gluten. And the answer to that, I say to people, is get out of the stores, get into the produce market and just keep it green and beige. Go for your salads, your vegetables, your fish, your shrimp, and then none of those allergies really are a problem at all.
Smart. Our next email is from a woman named Loretta. She writes to us and says that she's 62 years old, she's postmenopausal, and she needs some advice. Her doctor says, my doctor says that they've got some concerns about my bone density test. I'm not a drug therapy advocate, but I do need to be conscientious about this. Any advice would be appreciated. A lot of people are worried about going to a drug to treat a multitude of things. What do you think?
And they should be, by the way, but this question, for some reason, when I left here last month, struck a chord in me, because so many women, 40% are not getting enough protein,
40%?
Yeah. They're not lifting weights 2 to 3 days a week, and those two things, minus the calcium and the D, are paramount to keeping bones strong. And women are trying to run themselves so clean, so lean and tiny. What they don't realize is if your body's starving, you could be overweight, but if you're not getting those nutrients, the protein, your body's going to pull it from bone. So you could do Pilates all day, you could do yoga, you could ride the bike 7 hours a day, but there's specific science that you need to have the right food for your bones and joints, and you need to do some kind of weight-bearing exercise. If you do that, you'll never need drug therapy.
And I think women are really afraid to do the weights. First of all, it's intimidating to go into that weight room with all those big hunking guys.
Right.
And then also, you know, you're afraid, I don't want to bulk up, I don't want to look like a guy, but that really doesn't happen.
No, because this is, if you want to go to Florida, you go south on 95. If you want to go north, you go north on 95. So it really is two different directions. Women don't realize the good news. This is 15 to 20 minutes 2 to 3 days per week. Men have to spend an hour per body part, so we're talking about just a sprinkling of the weights. Boom, your bone every time you work out, you're tearing that bone tissue down. So when you're done, you want to have a protein shake right there ready, drink it. Your body has the healing nutrients to put it all back together. Those two things, and yes, women, if you want to be too lean, you've got to do, because if you want your hair, skin, nails, and bones tight, you got to have that. You could be lean, but you don't have your health.
Let's take a look at the next email. This is from Joanne. She says, in your 10 pounds in 2 weeks plan, you suggest 6 to 7 days of cardio. How long? I presently do 3 one-hour kickboxing classes a week. Should the other 3 to 4 days be as high impact? And do you consider power classes as weight?
This is another
power weight classes, I guess.
This is another great question. Women really think they have to kill themselves in the gym to get to look the way they want. It is a 7-day-week job. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. But you eat 7 days. Our bodies are designed to move 7 days. 7 days, but a lower, moderate, more activity. You don't have to have that high impact. So 2 to 3 days of highs, fine. It gets you high. You feel good. But 7 days, you could drag your butt in the gym. Just keep it moving, and you'll keep that furnace going, burning calories.
Let's look at the last question. It says, I want Cameron Diaz's arms. Is there a specific move or exercise to get great upper arms?
There's a lot of specific moves. But one, she looks that way because she eats green and beige and probably does the 7 days a week of cardio and lives right the way she should food-wise. The other one is, there it is with the light tap. It could be 1 or 2 sets of light weights, like women love flies because it gets the bra fluff. And if you need help, by the way, on my website, I'm putting a new one together. It's going to be loaded with free stuff. free moves, how to do them, what they look like, or I have a DVD that shows you, because that's a specific amount, and you don't need to go to the gym and lift for an hour a day to look like that.
I love the term bra fluff, too.
Yeah.
Because
You
I
don't
know
want
it.
any.
I know it well.
Yes.
One
Yes.
other thing, I do want to mention that you are going to be on the
Yes.
Dr. Oz show.
Yes.
Tell me about
Yes.
that.
We're going to be talking about metabolic boosters next Thursday. Check your local listings. And it's more about supplements they wanted me to talk about, but they will help enhance your metabolic rate. And we talked about just feeling tired when you don't feel good and you don't have energy. How do you get to the gym?
And actually, I know that that's going to be on Thursday at 5 p.m. If you also want to send your questions to Lisa, all you have to do is go to linfitness.com. We'll be back in just a moment.